Hey everyone, welcome back. This week I want to talk about symbolism, which, as you know from class already, is when a writer places in his story an element that is a physical element but also stands for something much greater and has much deeper meaning. So jot down the definition in your notes, and I want to take you through 4 commonly used items that great writers tend to place in their stories. When you see those items, you should perk up a little bit. Your symbolism radar should start working. So you're jotting down in your notebook right now. So the symbolism is the person, place, or thing that has meaning in itself, but also stands for something more than itself. After you have this down, you're ready for the next slide, and join me when you're ready. All right, the first element that you should take notes on is fire. Fire is necessary for human survival. So when you have these basic elements, that's loaded with heavy meaning. So fire can be lots of different things depending on what's going on in the scene with the characters, what the writers are trying to get into your head. It could be that a house burns down in a story, let's say, and that there had been bad things happening in that house or with that character. So it could be that the fire is just burning the house, or the devil's flames are swallowing the character. It can be with hell's fury, all sorts of things. Interestingly though, fire is also a way to purify something. So if you have a splinter in the finger and you need to dig it out with a finger, you put the needle over the open flame to burn away all the bacteria and to purify the needle before you dig into the skin. So the fire burns away what is wrong and leaves what is pure, and that can happen symbolically in the story as well. If there is a fire and what remains after might be the true thing. So take a look at that. Burning away lies the concealment, what is solid underneath. You can have trial by fire, whether it's a campfire or a burning match or an entire city in flames. When you see fire in the story, you should pause and think about, is something deeper happening here in this story with a symbol? All right, so there is cheat sheet number 1 for fire. Next step, essential for life, element of water. Water can hold a lot of meanings. So water can be washing away of sin or washing away of problems, like fire burns away. So too, when we bathe, everything is gone and we are left with everything that's real. Water has baptism qualities as well. So fire and water, they are both tools of baptism. You are reborn when you come out. It's like a clean slate, best version of yourself. If you see water in the story, there is a flood, or it starts to rain, or someone's drenched in a pool, it comes out. Look at those elements as maybe more than what you think they were. You might be surprised that water element is very significant. Third one is lightness. Sunlight, electric light, light and shadow. You can do darkness there, but light and dark are generally used to illuminate bigger points. So in this picture, we definitely have like celestial light, like God's force, and that can be what light is. Can be goodness, a force of wonder in the world. Light can also show what's true. The same way like fire or water, light can illuminate the scene. So a person can sometimes block the sunlight from the door. It's almost like blocking your dream. So you have the element that the brightness and the dream is the light, but some people can be obstacle to those dreams. So the flips is darkness. So darkness can be sin, scary things. And so look at how light is used by writers, because oftentimes it can be symbolic of hope or purity, a dream, forces of good in the universe. And your final one for tonight is a journey. So anytime a character is leaving the ordinary environment, it turns out he or she goes to accomplish something. It's more happening than just the road. Clearly, there is a lot happening on the water, a lot of symbolism, but also in the journey. If you're taking a journey from being a boy in the hometown to becoming more independently and trusting your gut and becoming more of a young man, so our life is a journey. And we can see that how this is reflected in trials and challenges that face characters. So whether it's any of the characters that we read about, when you see a character taking a trip, Frodo, anyone, Lord of the Rings, you know the character is going to be challenged, and we should pay attention. So chances are it's more about how we should lead our lives as well. All right, that's gonna do it for tonight. You have your cheat sheet for important symbolism, and I will see you in my class, and I hope you have an excellent evening. See you tomorrow. Bye.